Yo, welcome to a JefeCast on what's it, 13th of July. How y'all doing? What's going on? Hopefully everybody had a great day. Productive. A sane day. Hopefully you're home. Hopefully you're smoking. Hopefully you're drinking. Whatever you do, but you're doing it safely. I'm gonna run through this. I got a lot to say. I don't know. Look, I hate this. I get these I need to change my diet. Basically, I get these things. But I notice I'm looking right at it. I hope y'all don't. When I'm looking right at it, it's below me. I can see it. Anyways, so I'm gonna just go through a couple of things. First things first. Anybody who knows me, we're just gonna get right to it. Anybody who knows me knows that these two girls right here. These two right here. They're everything. They're everything to me. Amelia on the left. She'll be 4 September. Kennedy on the right, on my right. She'll be 10 January. Love these girls. I've been fighting like hell to get Amelia. It's whatever the story is, who really cares? It's just this fight, man. Every time I feel like I'm there, I got somewhere, I'm moving up my status, I'm positioning myself to do something for them. It's like somebody just always want to cut my leg. Somebody just always want to do something, and it's annoying. It's annoying. I've been fighting. This has been a fight for 4 years. 4 years, and it wears you down. And I had to call my mom today. Yes, I called my mother. Y'all should do something. Y'all should call y'all parents too. Instead of zapping. Why does it look like I'm looking? Oh, because my screen. Why do I keep looking at myself while I'm doing this? I don't know. I'm not self-conscious. It's just, there it is. Now the screen is full. So now when I'm looking straight. Cool. Sorry. But I had to call my mom. Y'all should call y'all mom. That's what I was saying. Y'all should call y'all moms in some of these situations instead of just acting all ridiculous or whatever. But I called my mom, man, and I was just like, look, I just had to vent. I'm just like, I'm tired of this. I'm going through this for 3 years, every time I get close to her mom pulls her away. She does something. She finds something to pick at, something to nitpick, something. I'm sending money and everything. Everything is cool. Then it's these nasty undercutting comments, and I'm sitting here like, where does these come from? First of all, I didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? I've swept everything under the rug. Everything. Okay, if you want to play the blame it game, if you want to point fingers and all this stuff, cool. But none of that stuff from 4 years ago even matters today. So it's like, I don't understand what the underlying problems with her is. I just don't get it. And it's wearing me out. I don't want to be one of these guys that just I quit. I can't take it no more. I can't. But mental health is real. It's making me crazy. Y'all don't hear me when I go off. My mom, I call my mom, people I could trust to understand. I went off, and I said, Mom, thank you for letting me do that. I went off, profanities, like SpongeBob with the little fish sound, all of that. I was going off. It's a lot. It takes a lot. I want to be there for my daughter. It sucks when somebody makes it hard for you to be there. When I'm looking at this beautiful girl right here. Where my mouse at? Big old screen, can't find my mouse. Look at this girl on the right. 10 years, bro. 10 years, Kennedy. I've been there every day in this girl's life. Principal, honor roll, well-mannered, sweet, intelligent, great girl. I've been there. To take that from Amelia and then try to hold it like I chose that is just upsetting. And if anybody, even her, even you, Glenda, if you watch this, if you somebody by the word of mouth, I'll just talk about you. Yes, I'm going to talk about you. I can't let this rock. You think that you're going to sit here and keep doing what you're doing? You think you're going to sit here and poison her mind with whatever you're saying to her? I don't know what you're saying to her. I do know that my daughter disrespects the hell out of me when we were on the phone. I do know that you give her the free Rain to call me artist. And when I say, hey, I'm your dad, you tell me, the father that you kept my kid from, you tell me I have to earn the right to be called a dad. Me, who got you off the streets and put the clothes on your back and got you a job, the same job that you work in now and that you went back to school for and enhanced. Like, what? I don't even mean to. I'm not one of them people that be like, I did this for you. I did this for you. No, because if I do anything, I do it because out of the goodness of my heart. I want to see you thrive. I don't want somebody living on the streets. I don't want somebody living somewhere they don't want to. They're not welcome. I don't want somebody struggling. That's not me. I've been there, bro. I'm from the suburbs. I chose to go the route I went. I hit flat on my face, and guess what? I pulled my ass right back to where I'm standing right now, and I'm doing freaking good. Well, better than I was doing. Okay, and I've lost 2 times because of her. I lost everything twice and still pulled myself back. Ooh, it's like, I be trying to be calm, yo, but y'all don't understand. Unless you do understand. For parents that do go through this, and women and men who do go through this. If you do understand, you understand. You feel me, right? Like, you can't, it's hard to tell me how to feel. It's hard to say, hey, Art, you should be very calm about this. No, my initial reaction, whether it's, I don't give it to her, I might say, man, F you, man, get out of here. I'll see you in court. But if I talk to my mom, I have to get it off my chest. If I sit and let that sit here, I become negative. You call my phone, what do you want? That's the type of attitude. I don't want to deal with nobody, and I'm working too hard. Back, trucking. Benita artist Amelia Kennedy. This is for my family. Like, and Amelia's barely even been around. I've seen 6 months out of 4 years. Really? And I'll be paying to not even see this child. But not on child support, by the way. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? And then, yo, I just had to get it off my chest. It just blows me that I work so hard to be a good father. That I work so hard to get myself out of bad situations and get back to where I am now. For somebody that I literally, and I don't, like I said, I'm not the person that tried to hold this over your head, but literally got you off your back and helped you. You got your relationship back with your family because of me. All of this stuff. Even though y'all assembled like the Avengers because y'all hated my black ass and Spanish. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I mean, I guess because a white woman walking for a black guy and the father be like, hey, I guess that's probably what happened with this. Like, I think ultimately the family kind of wanted her with a Spanish guy, which is who she's with now, and they kind of rallied around her to be against me. Whatever. I don't care about that. I don't care about none of them personally. I mean, like, really, I just care about Amelia. That's what it's always been about. Every day, it's always been about that. Screen. Let me see. This ain't, bro. I mean, everything I do is these girls. Everything I do is based around my children. And it sucks that I spend all this time with one amazing child, and I got this totally other dope kid, and I can't even see it. You want to try to regulate me and tell me what not to say and when I can call, and you must call 2 days in advance to schedule an appointment with her because she will be, and you can't talk. You new to this. I've been doing this. I've been co-parenting. Me and Jazz have been good. Whether we knocked heads or not, we've always been good. Jazz called me right now for something, and I got her back. Like, and we could argue the day before, like, about something stupid, about Kennedy or something. But we got each other, bro. It just doesn't make sense to see this or have this situation play out the way it has. So, for everybody who does care about that situation, that's what's going on. And where's your boy then? But I'm trying to hang on. Let's run through this day. I know I went through a lot of these movie reviews already, so I'm gonna start with the one I didn't I haven't went through. I had to watch this. I couldn't. I didn't want to watch this, but I did watch this. Um, I was watching Hulu when I cut on Hulu, and when I cut on Hulu, you know they have that screen where like they'll have promote a show, and they were showing the Patrick Star show, and I looked, I'm like, the Patrick Star. Y'all waited 20 some years to drop the Patrick Star show. So at first I was just like, all right, cool, the Patrick Star show, whatever, I ain't worried about. It's probably super stupid. I would never watch it, cool with that. And I come home today, and it's back on the screen. Patrick Star is like, artists, watch it. Please watch me. Fine, Patrick. I'll watch you and your stupid family. What is up with the random, not like she's a squid and they are all starfish. What is the backstory? That's number one. When I first, like, this isn't a debut episode. This is just like an episode, I guess, that's in continuity. It's new, and I just watched it. Before I give y'all my just quick 2 cents on the stupidity of the show, I did a live not a live, but a screenshot, like a recording reaction to me watching this, and I was talking about it, and so it's 20 minutes. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna post that. I'll just screenshot my facial expressions, and you can kind of see. So here are 5 pictures of my face of how this is what I was reacting to and feeling when I was watching this show. Here's one. Sheer disgust and questions all over my face. Questions. I'm leaning back in the seat now. I almost look like, like I don't even, what am I watching? Like, what is this? Hand over the face only explains that this show has become totally egregious and almost, probably at this point, unwatchable. I'm almost asleep there. The right eye looks closed almost to me. And this is how I ended it. I just was like, well, that was that show. So basically the Patrick show is about, now, I don't know if this was just one episode, but from this episode I got, Patrick has a sister who's a squid, a mom and a dad and a grandpa that's up in there. They live in a teapot, I think, but it has a huge TV, like a big, humongous TV connected to it that Patrick has a show within a show that his sister records. So it's the Patrick show because he lives in the TV. So the episode was about he was hungry and the family didn't have no money or something to get food or whatever the case. There was no food. And it was just nonsensical stupidity. Like, now SpongeBob was dumb, but SpongeBob was at least funny. Woo! They had like one part in there that made me chuckle. Like in the first episode is when Patrick was like looking for some food and he looks under the table and it's like these small little creatures eating like a crumb on each plate. And Patrick is like, I'm hungry. And they're like, well, we're just trying to eat our little crumbs. Do you want some, Patrick? Like, just trying to be nice. And Patrick's like, well, and then when they said, well, they showed the people and they had these big, sad eyes, bro. And that part was fun. Like, they all had these big eyes, like, please don't say you want it. It was fun. That part was fun. But the show was horrible. There's no way that the Patrick show will last past maybe this season. It's a horrible show. So then I said, you know what? I almost couldn't make it through the first one. But I said, you know what? They said SpongeBob was going to be in the second one. So I want to see. Also, like Squidward has pimples. Patrick's wearing a shirt. And then he lives with his parents. So I'm like, did he regress? Is this after SpongeBob? So then I see SpongeBob. And they're looking for jobs. So I'm like, this must be before SpongeBob. And then I see SpongeBob, and SpongeBob got like a little Superman curl. And he looks, I guess, younger. Like he got a bigger bow tie, but he's not fully. So I think this is like a prequel to them. Ultimately, it was a horrible show. They ended up showing like, I guess, how the chum looked at first, like plankton. Oh my goodness. Like that was the worst looking. It was like human intestines. It was horrible looking. Now, the Patrick Show sucks. I give it 0 out of 5 rating. 0 out of 4. 0 out of 3. 0 out of 2. Whatever it is, it didn't hit the mark. Totally missed. Don't understand this cast. Why is she a squid? I'm still trying to figure out. Unless she's mixed. And horrible show. Just wanted to put that on the record there. They ain't tripping. No, talking about some rescue. I ain't rescuing nobody. So let's dive into the shizno. I got a lot of stuff here. First of all, real quick. So me and Chris Scott, aka Papalato, we have acquired, or he has, but I'm helping with him. On the Wednesday, we're gonna be starting trying to promote this club. When he did this, so Club Ecstasy, so you can kind of see the name. Well, it's not cut, like her hair's not cut out. I guess that's how the poster looks. So Club Ecstasy, we're gonna be going out there. I'm trying to figure out like ideas to promote this first night that we're gonna be doing, like ladies' night, phone party, something. Who knows? Jello party, who knows? Slime party, or oil party. Let's get the oil going. But it's too hot for an oil party, right? All right. Anyway, so we'll be putting out more information on that, but just look out for that. We're trying to build something here, right? Okay, cool. Let's dive in it. What's going on? What's going on in the world? I thought this was a shocking. So apparently, Drake and Josh Star was sentenced to a 2-year probation for child endangerment, and it was Drake Bell of all people. Like that's a shock. I mean, then I look at this picture, I'm like, well, I can kind of see it, but what Drake Bell? It also made me wonder and think that Drake Bell looks very similar to K. Appa. Am I wrong? Is it just the red hair? I don't know. They got the same nose too, with the little line underneath. Look, he got the little line nose thing right there, and he got the line nose. Who knows? Might be the same person. Either or, he was accused. He was sentenced to 2 years for probation for child endangerment, and I was like, wow, Nick Stars, you know. So he pled guilty to attempted endangerment of a child, a 4th-degree felony, and a misdemeanor charge of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. He was also given 200 hours of community service and is prohibited from contacting the victim. I chose to write this statement because I want justice to be served more than anything, Bell's victim told the court over Zoom. The only time that the defendant has appeared in court was on June 3rd for his arraignment, which was before the media found out about the case. He has appeared in the court today over Zoom instead of appearing in person. This doesn't surprise me. It shows what a coward he is. But I am not a coward. So Bell sent her photo. He basically sent a picture of his man piece. She said he was calculating. He preyed on me and sexually abused me. He's a monster and a danger to children. Jared Drake Bell is a pedophile, and that is his legacy. What is up with these guys sending the pics to kids or underage kids? You're Drake Bell. You got a plethora of 18 and older women that probably want you back. Why can't you go there? Why you gotta mess with the girls? You know? So good for that girl for speaking up and getting him at least put on the list, because that is just completely unacceptable. But it's not surprising, right? It's not surprising. Not surprising, but I'm glad she spoke up. And on the whole genitalia sending pictures thing. Look, guys, unless somebody wants that picture and you ask for permission, stop just sending your picture to people, bro. It's no good. Moving forward. So I just saw this. I don't really think. I just thought it was funny. Eddie Murphy's son Eric and Martin Lawrence's daughter Jasmine are dating. Don't really care, but that's cool. That would be a funny little family, right? I wonder what those like dinners would be like. Like would they reenact scenes of life in the cafeteria? Eddie Murphy and them. That would be fun. That was my movie. Life. Yeah. But if y'all are dating, and I wish success to you and your relationship. Move on. Let's see. I thought this was funny. Some of you females need to be circumcised too. Them Cuda cat lips out here looking like theater curtains. Whew. I thought that was funny. I'm not judging, saying nothing. Okay. I'm just saying that was funny. Y'all talk about this all the time. I saw that, thought it was funny. Just put that out there. Don't judge me. Moving forward. Oh Lord, not the big bad China wolf. Oh, not the big bad China wolf. It's like you can't do nothing wrong with it. You can't say nothing wrong. Let me watch what I say. China, how are you? Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Hopefully you're well, enjoying your food, your rice, your noodles. Can't speak wrong about China. You can't do nothing. Like, I mean, so apparently China said on Sunday it would take necessary measures in response to the Commerce Department announcement on Friday that the U.S. would add 19 Chinese companies to an economic blacklist over their alleged roles in human rights abuse and supporting military modernization. Which sounds like a feasible reason to not support them. Like, yo, y'all, if you got unsafe, practices and things like, and I don't know. I don't know. In a statement, China's Ministry of Commerce said that the department's decision to add these companies was a serious breach of international economic and trade rules, claimed that it was unreasonable suppression. So, does that mean they're going to what's the type of they're going to cyber attack us again? Is that what they're going to do? Let me be careful what I say next. I wish I had that music, the X Files. I'd have played that right there. Yeah, so what I had to say in my mind, I won't say. I had another one. So yeah, according to a news release, 14 of the companies were placed on the black list. Okay, are we good now? All right, let's go. Blacklist for their alleged role in enabling Beijing's campaign of repression, mass detention, and high technology surveillance against Uyghurs, Kazakhs, and members of other Muslim minority groups in the Xinjiang regions of China. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce these words. XUAR, shucks, where the PRC continues to commit genocide and crimes against humanity. Ooh, those are some huge, bold claims to levy out against a country, a nation as powerful as China. Because, actually, I think this was made in China. I just ordered some clothes that came in. I was putting them in the closet, and I was looking. I think all of that was made in China. China, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending me my True Religion box. Appreciate you. Don't look. I'm no judge of what you do in your country, because our country still shooting black people out here in the street. So I mean, what we talk about? What we talk about? Our country still, got big homelessness and hate crimes and I can't judge y'all. I can't judge y'all. I could just say I don't always agree, but I ain't judging you. So it's not right, but that's that country. That's why we have this country. That's what we worry about here. I get it. Like, people need help, but everybody calls on America. Like, why nobody call on China when they're in trouble? Or call on the UK? Or call on Australia? Or call on South America? No, they call us. America, come here. America, do this. But then they hate us. So let America focus on America while we spending trillions of dollars in war. How about we bring the trillions back and spend it here and help the people here? And once we get here right, homelessness, disease, sickness, children, all this stuff, get that right. Get it together. Build these black communities up. Build these bad communities up. Get these streets together so they can keep knocking damn holes in the tires. Okay? You got all these speed cameras. You're making millions of dollars off of that because you've been tagging me. You gotta keep my eyes out every time. Gotta look out for everything because you speed cameras is $40 a ticket. Okay, so like here and then branch outs. Sorry, it sucks. Like, but how can you help the world when your own backyard is crap? Like that's like I'm about to go clean your house, but my house is super dirty. What are you talking about? Go clean your house. Anyways, boom. I didn't mean to get into go run into a diatribe on that, but yeah. But so an influencer dies. It's crazy. Apparently, this influencer, she takes a lot of selfies, dangerous selfies, as you can see with this one hanging off a cliff. There's no way in God's good graces I could do that. She looked fairly tall too, and she looks very attractive from this faraway distance picture. And apparently, she fell from that waterfall. Not that picture there, but the waterfall in the middle. And she was when they called the rescue squad, they pulled her out. She was found dead on the scene, or when she was pronounced dead when she got to the hospital or something, or maybe on the scene. Sorry to hear that, but we know I mean, not to say it like this, but you know the dangers that you put yourself in when you take those type of risks. Very scary situation. Very, 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 very scary. Very scary. Sad to hear that. Don't like to hear news like that. Don't even like to present news like that. But that happened. So pray for her family and more. So apparently we had to have a solar storm. I think it already happened because today's Tuesday, right? That's probably why it's been so hot. A solar storm, a catastrophe. What? Oh my God, artist. You're embarrassing yourself. A catastrophic. See, I try to read too fast. It throwing me off. A catastrophic storm growing at a speed of 1.6 kilometers. Jesus Christ. Kilometers. Can hit the earth in 48 hours. I think that already passed, though. I think that would have been Monday. If you're trying to, you're like, all right, just slow down. No, I'm rushing for a reason. I have a couple of things to do in the morning. And so, solar storm about to hit Earth. Scientists has warned that a powerful catastrophic storm could hit the Earth in the days of July. A powerful storm born from the surface of the sun is moving towards the Earth at a speed of 16 LAKH 09,344 kilometers per hour and can cause a lot of damage. I think it was supposed to hit, like this number is ridiculous. I keep saying, what? Hold up. Let's go back. The agency says that its speed can be even more. At the same time, experts say that if there is a great storm in space, then it can kill almost all the cities of Earth. Like, look, don't even put that out in the air, okay? Like, that was random. So it says the solar storm is not coming for the first time. It's happened before. The same incident happened in the first year of 1989. All that time, due to a storm, the power of Quebec City of Canada went out for about 12 hours. Along with this, locks. Is it called locks? LAKHS. Lots of people had to face difficulties many years before this. The geomagnetic storm came in 1859, which destroyed the telegraph network in Europe and America. Some operators had also suffered an electric shock. During that time, the light was so strong that even people in North America were able to read newspaper without light. Well, Interesting how the body evolves, adapts to the darkness. It's probably why some of y'all parents got such big eyes, because they were the ones in the darkness, in the dark, talking about something. Hey, Ronnie, can you shine them yellow teeth over here so I can read this last line? Thank you, brother. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's good. Thank you, Ronnie. I don't know. Moving forward, I think that's already passed though, but that could be an explanation why it was so hot the last couple of days. Way too hot. Don't like it. Whoa! Stop in the name of love. Did you just tell me to put my hands on the top of my head? Hey yo, could you imagine having to fly on an airplane for an hour next to somebody with stinky armpits? This is going to be a perfect segue for my next topic. Thank you. Could you imagine? You guys feel like this for an hour. No, sir. Y'all gonna have to land this plane to kick me off. I'm not sitting on here for an hour with my arms up in the air, especially not next to this person who don't wear deodorant. It's kicking me in the face. And before I even go back into the story, let me just talk about that. Let me talk to you. Come here. I know some it's religion based. Y'all gotta wear deodorant, okay? You can't walk around. We have to figure a way for people who don't wear, or whatever it is, why they don't wear deodorant, or they just feel like the body should just have its natural scent. No, it should not. You put some lotion on your armpits or something. Yo. I went somewhere where when I walked through the door, armpits were just tapping me left and right. I was like, what's going on right now? Walk up the stairs, armpits. Come down, armpits. Walk out the door, armpits. I was like, yo. Like, is there no deodorant going on in here? Like, so you just walk around with your armpits on 2416 all day. I walk in and I think if somebody is in the back gardening, making a fresh salad. Okay, no, it's you. It's you with no arm, with no deodorant on your stinking arm. Could you imagine? Think about it, ladies. Could you imagine if your man was walking around just no deodorant on? Huh? Have you? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how important deodorant is. I've gotten out the shower, just out the shower, and forgot to put deodorant on because I'm lazy. I lay down or something. And then you do that for an hour, and your armpits will be like, you'd be like, oh, let me go hit them jokes. Yeah, bro. And that's just getting out of a shower. So if you did this every day of your life, please, you know I'm gonna be around. Either text me, tell me I'm not coming. Text me in ahead of time. Don't come. It's either or. You come, I don't come. I come, you don't come. We can't be around each other at the same time. Your armpits are killing me. I can't take it. It blows me. But I had to say that because that situation was so bad that even Kennedy had to say, like, Dad, yo, what is that? I said, I don't know. So apparently, let's get a little background on this. Why was this even a thing, right? What happened was American Airlines ordered everyone on Miami-bound flight to put their hands on their heads for about an hour due to an unspecified possible security threat, passengers say. Passengers were ordered to put their hands on their heads for 45 to 60 minutes before landing. Chris Wynn, or Nugent, but I would say Wynn, who was on the flight, wrote on Twitter. Strangely, passengers were reportedly told not to film on the plane. Flight 2289 departed from Los Angeles and landed in Miami on Wednesday afternoon, but about an hour before it landed, passengers say the flight's crew ordered them to all put their hands up, citing the unnamed security threats. Once the plane was on the ground, Mr. Wynn says armed police boarded the aircraft and made an arrest. Any idea why law enforcement came on with machine guns and arrested the guy? A customer asked. Passengers were led off the plane and told to wait in the terminal. American Airlines confirmed this part of the story, but did not disclose what the security threat was. So, I mean, anytime that's the craziest experience of your life, what would you prefer? Would you prefer an actual threat to happen, or hey, American Airlines, you might have stopped a bad situation, so I'm not mad at you for that. This woman, if she get any bigger implants, they just not even going to fit in any shirts. Like, good lord, oh, man, missing the shoe and everything. What the hell? Excuse me, TV though, but that's crazy. But I wouldn't be mad at them for taking the right steps into this whole situation. So, um, good job for American Airlines staying on top of things because that could have went a whole nother situation. And there was a man who drove a truck into a bar. He then gets out after he drives his truck into a bar and then opens fire on the people after they tell him to get out. A Georgia man. You know how they be like a Florida man? They're gonna have a Georgia man soon because I keep hearing that. A Georgia man was arrested after firing shots inside the bar and grill and intentionally crashing his vehicle into the building Saturday evening. You see what I'm saying? When I was saying I need to call your parents, he needed to call his mom. He tripped. Police said 34-year-old Eduardo Morales of Woodstock was asked to leave the 278 South Bar at 11:30 p.m. because he was intoxicated. They said after Morales left the bar, he returned a short time later driving a black Dodge Ram 2500, where he pulled up to the front of the business. Morales then began firing the weapon into the bar through the window of his truck. Police said once his weapon was empty, he then drove his truck into the bar through the front door, hitting several customers. Police said Morales attempted to back out of the car, but his truck got stuck. When he couldn't get out, he allegedly tried to reload his gun, but was pulled from the car and held by customers until police arrived. I hope y'all beat him up a little bit. I'd have kicked his butt some. That was weird. Is that okay? That's real. I thought that was fake. I was like, that's weird. Um, our hearts are broken over the events of last night. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all involved. We've always put our customer safety first and foremost, and we are devastated. We like to believe most people are good, and it showed last night. Many are heroes for their bravery and possibly stopping a situation that could have escalated even further. We will forever be grateful for those heroes. See, it's like that's why I'm selective when I go out. Oh, wow. Wild, wild, wild. Wild. And there was an Oregon fire. A bootleg fire in Oregon scorches 143,000 acres as heat wave continues in the West. So I don't know what it is about that West. They need to get some water. They need to manufacture some like some overhead waters. I don't know. They need to drop something over there because this has been going on over the last few years with California and just being completely burnt up by the just keep going having these wildfires every year, like Oregon, California. So they, prayers to the family, 143,000 acres being burnt up. And the heat, at least on this side, hasn't gotten any better. So, you know. Interesting. And let me just make sure, let me see, hold up. Before I dive into the other. So I covered all the American Airlines and all that wild stuff. The 4th of July weekend was just cool. We did the Club Ecstasy thing. Thank you, everybody who showed up and came out for Chris and everything. I tried to support my man and be there for him and do all that good stuff. It was fun. Had a blast. They actually had a pretty good night. They have a lot of dancers. So just trying to figure out a way to get people in there. They have a lot of dancers. Toes with knuckles. I hate those. Just want to say that. Toes with knuckles. They creep me out. It's like I feel like you should like be able to walk up the wall or something. Like, why does your hand? Why can your feet do like this full motion? Like, it's weird. Your toes should not be able to grab things like fully. Like, you picking up the phone with your foot, telling them hello. Like, that's completely weird to me. My dad calls amps. What? It's an app. Amp. No, Dad. App. APP. Not AMP. He calls people names wrong all the time. Trips me out. Hey, Rob. His name is Rod. You know Rod since I've known Rod 18 years, and you still call the man Rob. Like, I just amps. Apps. Amps. Apps. Apps, Dad. Apps. It's apps. Applications. Amps. I like the whole LeBron thing with Bronny. Him saying that guy trying to take that little cheap shot about Bronny, and I like LeBron going up there and checking him. I love that. Any father, if you don't like that, you're tripping. I love it. I love it. Yes. Keep it up. Keep it up. So, what else I got? Hold on. Before I dive into these quick movie reviews again real quick. Oh, tomorrow the Highdeas video podcast returns. Boom, bang, boom. With my boy Trap, my man. I've been trying to get on here. Dynasty USA. He has his couple of shops. I know one in Mondime and the other in PG Plaza. He's also a DJ who also has a night on Monday at Club Ecstasy. And cool dude, man. I hope he doesn't say nothing crazy about what be going on in the club. I got to keep my mystique with y'all. He better, hey, I'm going to talk to me. Hey, Trap, don't be saying too much. Talk about yourself. Leave me out. But yeah, man. And so that's coming. Highdeas video podcast. I'm definitely starting to amp up. That's an amp up. Fall into my dad's stuff. Ramp up my interviews and stuff. So that's coming soon. My man Heather, her son, Yagata. I still got my man from Grind or Star, Trap with Dynasty. A few entertainers, dancers, a few rappers. We will be rolling that back out. So stay tuned for that and the game shows and other content that's coming. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I promise it's coming. I'm only one person. I still think those. But yeah, let's go right through these real quick. So again, I'm gonna go through the Tomorrow War. Thanks again, Phil. Oh, that's not the one Phil did, but this is Tomorrow War. I thought Tomorrow War was a really good movie for what it was. People coming back 30 years from the future, coming back to the past to recruit the people. Recruit people to fight against these aliens, and it's an interesting story. A few little twists in it, but a nice watch. So you won't be missing. I mean, it's a good movie. So it's a good. I'm sorry, I'm over here looking at my phone and stuff, but it's a good read. I mean, go watch. So check out Tomorrow War. But I've already done like maybe two reviews on it already. I haven't, so I don't. The little things I really like. Little things. It wasn't what I was expecting to be. I don't know what I was expecting it to be. Maybe because he's been doing a lot of little Equalizer type of movies. I was expecting something like that, but no, it's more of a slow paced, suspenseful movie where Denzel is like excommunicated out of. He's been excommunicated from his former police, whatever, and now he's like park ranger type of guy, whatever, and a killer is out. Killer basically returns and reminded him of some back in the day, and he meets the other detective, this guy, and they're more similar than they think, and they locking on Jared Leto, thinking that he was the bad guy, and they ultimately like Jared Leto, was like playing the cops like he was the bad guy, like he did it, but from what he say, I mean, he didn't do it, or did he do it? But he ended up getting killed. The cop accidentally killed him, and then they covered it up, and then. But what I really take from that movie is, after all of that, that killer's still on the loose, or unless it was Jared Leto. But if it wasn't Jared Leto, the killer's still out there. So they need to find him. What else I got in here? Fear Street 1 was, it's about this witch named Sarah Fear. Her cutting her hand off on the witch's stone and Satan's stone and eternal life. So it's like a supernatural horror movie. 3 parts. The third part come out this Friday, but the first one, is basically an intro and these monsters and whatever coming after these people. I think she bled. Oh, she got the girl. It was like this. Whatever happened, the girl got in a car accident and bled on the like on the chain on the girl on Sarah Fear's grave, and so like she saw the ghost of Sarah Fear, saw her, and so this is the whole thing. But it was more goofy and it had its like funny moments, but each movie is getting more and more dramatic, like darker and darker. So like the first one was okay, cool. It had like a little bit of Scream vibes, but just throw a little supernatural. And the second one was really like brutal. Like they was going ham in the second one. But I think the third one would be the best one so far. The series is good. I mean, I wouldn't call it great by any measure of the imagination, but it's a connecting story. I like movies that connect. So it's a good watch. But if you have a weak stomach for watching people getting their face cut up or hacked to death with axe, you might not want to watch that movie. But yeah. And that comes from these old books. Me and Phil did one of the last podcasts if you want to go check that out. Also, Loki episode 6 come out tonight. I might do a live watch along. I don't know if y'all can be around, but I might just sit here and do it. This is blowing me. I really wish it wasn't there, because it's just like all my eyes can go to. But I'm expecting, if it's not going to be Loki, as my order is Loki, King, and why I keep forgetting the guy's name? Basically, the last person, the last person who created the TV and the comics. I keep forgetting his name. So I'm expecting it to be Loki though. But I might do a live watch along at 3 a.m. I know I have a contract at 5, but I might have to move it because I have a hauling job to do at 8. That came in today. So that is more important to me because that is what I really want to be doing. I want to be doing the hauling and all that type of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. Quick job, and then so I might be able to stay up to 4 o'clock and give me like a 3-hour nap and then head out to Gatesburg. Either or. In my last review, and I'm sending you. I tried to do this under an hour, and I did. Black Widow. My honest opinion of Black Widow. Now, people who do this for a living dive into the movies so deeply. I get that. For what it was a decent movie. like I said, I was underwhelmed about with the Taskmaster. Because there's no way that girl could survive that explosion. So that background, that backstory just was just weak. Um, I don't have a problem with them changing male characters to women characters if it makes sense, but like I don't know. I just don't know who I would expect that to have been. But when they revealed it to be the little girl, I was just like, well, they could just left it like it was in comics, and it could have been Tony Masters or Tanya Masters. You know what I'm saying? But I actually forgot to talk about one thing, and I'm gonna say it before I get off of here. But like, there was a couple of scenes that were just like, I mean, like, what is Black Widow really? Is she a super soldier? I don't think she is, because she was doing a lot of super soldier stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to watch Marvel movies and analyze them like they're biographies. They're comic book movies. Anybody who takes these movies to that, type of level, like, man, go sit down. Like, it's not that deep. These are comic book movies. You trying to make real life out of comic book movies, you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody is Captain America. Nobody has Wolverine's adamantium. Nobody is dressing up in Black Panther suits and going to fight. It's a movie. Cartoon movie, basically, brought into life. But I didn't like the Taskmaster reveal, and I did not care for the ending. And why was Black Widow? Why was she trained the way she was? I mean, like, programmed the way she was, but the other girls was programmed through the you know what I'm talking about. Just doesn't make sense. Like, that part didn't make sense. But the villain, the overall bad guy, was good because Yelena Belova was chemically induced to. Looks like the brand is under new management. She's a good-looking girl. They need to use her more. But yeah, I've seen a lot of back and forth. People like this, and some people really, really scrutinizing it. I thought it was good for what it was. I enjoyed a lot of the characters. A couple of things that was ridiculous, but once again, it's a Marvel movie. Like, I'm tired of seeing people falling to their death and they can just grab something out the air and they just like catch it. Like, what you got? Like, stick 'em gloves or something? Like, bruh, you break your hand trying to grab something falling as fast as some of these people falling. But I ain't gonna stress it anymore. And last thing I wanted to talk about. Let me find the quote. Your boy Jake Paul says before their fight to Tyron Woodley, "You're bouncing around coaches like baby mamas. How many kids you got? You're a 38-year-old man whose pullout game is weak." Ha! Jake Paul's good. He's good at talking. Hope we can back it up. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to go and rule the world. What is this on my screen? Move. No, I don't want to install. I want you to get off my screen. So yeah, guys, have a great night, man. Keep it easy. Highdeas Video Podcast returns tomorrow. I'm going to his shop. We're going to be in there and talk to him for a few minutes. I ain't gonna hold him up too long. Once again, the whole Chris thing that'll be happening. That'll be coming up soon. So please look out for it. We do need your support, man. Step out, y'all. What you doing on Wednesday night anyway? Nothing. So just come on out there with us and chill for a little bit, bro. Like, you'll be all right. You'll be tired for work in the morning, but you're okay. You'll be all right. Just do that for us. Yeah. I see y'all, man. Y'all take it easy, smoke weed. Peace.